There are some leaks circling around, and we are here to just look at every card that is quote-unquote leaked. If those are real or not is something that you have to decide for yourself. All we're gonna do here is look at the cards and speculate a little bit. So first of all, we're gonna take a look at some generic bullshit that is totally something that the devs could actually pull off and would actually pull off. So yeah, that makes these leaks, quote unquote, a little bit more believable, honestly. So there we have it. That's a Magnemite that we already have exactly like that in this game, just it is lightning type, and this one that got leaked is metal type. That's all it is. That's exactly the generic bullshit that devs already always pull off. So there you go. Next up we have another Eevee. This is like the 500, 1600, like whatever Eevee that is. We have billions of Eevees already in the game. That does 30 damage for 2 colorless energy and has 60 HP. Another very generic, boring ass bullshit. Real or not, you decide for yourself. And we're gonna continue with the Golbat. That is a stage 1, of course, and it's at 80 HP. Darkness type, 1 energy, 30 HP, 30 damage, excuse me. Also, just very generic, so yeah. Think about that whatever you want, and let's move on to something at least a little bit more interesting. Which are these Heatran and Crobat. So, we have a fire type Pokemon, it's a basic. Heatran is actually a fire type Pokemon right there. It's set as 110 HP if I'm not mistaken. It has an ability that does something to EX Pokemon. Unfortunately these cards are very blurry, so we cannot 100% tell what they're actually doing. But you know, he has an attack for 2 fire energy, that's 30 plus something. So yeah, kind of interesting. I would have preferred a Heatran EX that is metal type and makes the Dialga a little bit more viable, but there you go. Then we have a Crobat, that's a stage 2 that only needs 1 energy attachment, and it has an ability also. Something with EX, it's probably gonna be if there's an EX Pokemon and play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost or some like stupid shit like that. Will probably deal like 50 damage for 1 energy, maybe 60, 70, something like that. It's not gonna be playable regardless. Same for the Heatran, by the way. Like Charizard is the fire type deck and this won't be played in Charizard. It's pretty much irrelevant what that ability says. Like almost irrelevant. So yeah, it's really whatever. Let's move on to Garchomp. That's a Garchomp EX, obviously. As you can see, we cannot tell how much HP that Garchomp will actually have, but what we can tell is it's gonna be a fire type. It's not gonna be a dragon type that needs like 6 different kinds of energies. So there's that. And it has an attack for 1 energy that does like 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's completely garbage. And it only does 100 damage for 3 energy. It has a grass type weakness, so that's with Cynthia. Combined with Cynthia, it's like 150 damage. Lucario would increase it to 120, or combine these two, Lucario and Cynthia, to do 170. It's kinda trash, honestly. So yeah, that would also be very, very disappointing. That to make Garchomp like not stand out, not be viable, not be interesting. I mean, yeah, it depends on how much HP that thing has, but regardless, like this is not gonna elevate the fighting type to the next level or something. If this is true, then yeah, the fighting type will remain unplayable and not viable whatsoever. And last but not least, we have Arceus EX, and his ability says, as you can see, this Pokemon cannot be affected by any special conditions. There's currently absolutely nothing that applies any special condition whatsoever, so it's completely garbage. Especially also because the Lumberry, or whatever that berry is called, that is also a thing. So yeah, it's completely useless. I mean, of course, in this new mini set they can introduce a new meta Pokemon that inflicts a special condition, but even then his attack is also very, very lackluster. As for 3 colorless energy, it does 60 damage plus 20 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So in total that would be 130, not even 140. And yeah, it's very underwhelming. But yeah, if there is a meta Pokemon introduced with this new mini set, then this ability is not too useless. Still useless, but yeah, you get the point here. And yeah, even that for 3 energy dealing 130 under the condition that you have a full bench is not too impressive. But you can slap it into every deck, so there are many possibilities to combo this with. Yeah, we will see. But yeah, it's still very boring. Nothing unique to it, no new mechanic. It's just whatever. Like all these cards that are leaked here are just whatever, generic, boring bullshit pretty much, like honestly. So there's nothing that piques my personal interest here at all. Let me know if something like something from these so-called leaks, if they are true or not, doesn't matter. Is there anything that piques your interest that you would like love and play and immediately be excited about or something? Like, I'm absolutely not. And if you ask me, if Strawhead, what do you think? Are these leaks real or not? Then honestly, since this is so disappointing generic bullshit, I could actually see this being real for this exact reason, you know? This is, to me, makes perfect sense. Like, considering what the developers do, how generic and boring they are, this makes perfect sense to me, honestly. Like, every single card here, pretty much. So that's why I could believe this is real. Do I actually believe this is real? Honestly, I don't even care. This is just so boring to me. If this is real or not, it doesn't interest me. So let's say this is real, I wouldn't be excited or happy at all. If this is not real, I wouldn't be disappointed. So to me, it's whatever. That's why I said at the beginning, like, believe whatever you want. I just wanted to show you this, wanted to bring this information, and yeah, there's nothing to really make content about at the moment, so there you go. That's really all about it. If you like Pokemon TCG Pocket content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, stay safe, have a great day, and bye bye.